winter sky is quiet, soft like faded gray. Coffee warms my hands, but not the memories that stay. Sometimes I wonder if silence remembers more than I do. And winter feels slower, like time is walking barefoot in snow. Everything feels softer, even the pain, even the longing. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear your laughter echoing in the cold air. Streetlights shimmer gently, like they're trying not to wake the night. And every passing car feels like a missed chance somehow. Maybe love never leaves, maybe it just becomes quieter, waiting somewhere inside the heart. So I'll hold this winter close, like a letter I never sent. Maybe someday, somewhere, someone will read the warmth hidden inside the cold. Tonight feels calm, like the world finally exhaled. The snow is slow and gentle, and the quiet feels safe, not empty. Somewhere in this softness I think of you, not with longing, but with a warm, steady feeling I can't ignore. Maybe this is what growing love feels like, quiet and hurried but deeply certain. You feel like warmth on a cold night, not fire, just a soft glow that reaches me slowly. I don't need fireworks, promises, or perfect words, just you the way you are, that's enough.
If you were here, we would need to fill every moment with conversation, a shared blanket, shared silence, and one heartbeat slowly matching another. That would be more than enough.
And if life is uncertain, if tomorrow shifts and changes, I hope we hold each other with kindness, because love isn't holding tight, it's staying softly, willingly. So stay close, not because you must, but because it feels Smells like cold metal and something unfinished. You're there, hands in your pockets, looking like someone who almost said something important, but didn't. You laugh lightly, not because something was funny, but because silence suddenly felt too honest.
Streetlight flicker, a taxi passes. The moment should have ended,
But it doesn't. Your shoulder almost brushes mine, almost. That tiny distance feels louder than any confession.
my heart shifts.
Slow, deliberate, like a door unlocking from the inside.
You look at me,
As if searching for an answer I haven't even admitted to myself yet.
but somehow
You already know.
no dramatic kiss.
No declaration. Just two people walking home in the cold, closer than strangers, not yet lovers, but undeniably something. And the night holds it gently as if it's protecting a future that hasn't been spoken aloud.
When you spoke those words, I felt something settle inside me, like winter finally found its warmth. I didn't know you felt that way, but maybe I should have. My heart always slowed when you walked into the room. I tried to keep things simple, but feelings really listen when someone like you appears. So here's my truth, soft, slow, and real. I like you too. Maybe not loudly, maybe not perfectly, but deeply. If you want a beginning, I'll take the first step with you. Not rushing, not pretending, just letting something gentle grow. I'm not asking for forever, and I know winter doesn't promise spring, but right now I wanna walk beside you through the cold and see where the warmth leads. If I look away sometimes, it's not hesitation, it's fear of how much you already matter. But I'm learning that some feelings are the beginning for us, then I'm grateful you spoke first, because now I can say it, not in a rush, but without doubt. I want you here. With me.
Winter feels different this year, maybe because I'm thinking of you. Even the cold wind feels softer, and the quiet nights feel full, like something beautiful is waiting. And every time I see you, my heart feels like snow, melting and falling all at once. So I wanna tell you softly, honestly, with no rush and no expectation. I like you more than I meant to, more than I tried to stop. If there's even a small part of you that wonders about me too, then maybe we could walk through this winter side by side. I don't need promises, I don't need perfect words, just your presence and the chance to grow something warm in this cold season. If you need time, I'll wait. If you need space, I'll understand. But if you feel even a spark, even a quiet yes inside your chest, don't ignore it. So here is the truth I kept warm all winter. You feel like home, and I'd like to stay with you. If you have me. like a quiet tide returning to a familiar shore. I don't call it love, not anymore, but my heart still pauses when the world reminds me of you. Some memories stay, not because we held them tightly, but because they refuse to leave. And sometimes I wonder if things would have been different had we met later with softer hearts and slower fears. You were almost mine and I was almost yours. We were everything except together. Your smile still lights somewhere in the corner of my winter. Not bright, not painful, just warm enough to ache gently. I don't chase the past, but sometimes it sits beside me without asking permission. If fate ever gives us one more quiet chance, I hope we recognize it and choose gently. Because a part of me still believes that some stories aren't finished, just paused until the heart is ready. And if I never see you again, I hope the world is kind to you. That's how I know it was real. The street light flickers, soft, warm, tired. Snow falls in slow motion, each flake turning like a memory trying to land. Your name moves through my mind like background music, the kind you don't notice until it hurts. My breath curls into the dark, and for a second I imagine yours beside it. Two clouds merging, then fading. Sometimes love is in presence, sometimes it's the space someone once filled. Through a fogged window, I watch the world move without urgency inside the glass. My reflection looks softer, like someone waiting, but not desperate. City lights blur, as if they're trying not to remember too clearly. There's a quiet ache in the way the night breathes, not painful, just aware like the sky knows I'm thinking of you. If someday we cross paths again under a sky like this, with silence just a look, just a breath, just recognition. And if that never happens, then let this moment remain a soft ending, warm in its absence, like a light left on for someone who may never return. Snow falls low, like the world forgot to hurry, and somehow my heart follows. The night is quiet, but my thoughts are not. Every step I take reminds me of you. City lights blur through the cold, and I keep wondering, how can someone feel close even when they're nowhere near? Maybe it's the way you look at me, like you already know the words I'm afraid to say. If I told you I care, would you stay? If I reached out my hand, would you take it slowly, not rushing, just letting the moment bloom? Because every time I see you, the winter light feels warmer, and silence feels like music only we can hear. We walk side by side without touching, but the distance feels smaller than it looks. Your breath hangs in the air like an unfinished sentence, and I want to answer even though you never asked. It's strange how calm it feels to want someone so quietly, so deeply. If I told you my heart has already chosen, would it scare you, or would it feel familiar? Because being near you feels like remembering something I never knew I lost. And loving you feels less like risk, more like finally breathing. I don't need a perfect story, I don't need promises written in forever. Just stay long enough for love to grow its own name. Because sometimes the most beautiful beginnings are the ones whispered, not declared. And if tomorrow feels uncertain, then let tonight be enough. So if I reach for you and you reach back, even slowly, even hesitantly, I'll hold your hand like something precious, not fragile. Because you in the winter light feel like warmth I didn't know I was allowed to have. And maybe the beginning of something real. Stay, not because you must, but because it feels right. And if love has a first breath, I think this might be ours. The streetlight flickers, soft, warm, tired. Snow falls in slow motion, each flake turning like a memory trying to land. Your name moves through my mind like background music, the kind you don't notice until it hurts. My breath curls into the dark, and for a second I imagine yours beside it. Two clouds merging, then fading.
Sometimes love isn't present, sometimes it's the space someone once filled.
Through a fogged window, I watch the world move without urgency inside the glass. My reflection looks softer, like someone waiting, but not desperate. The city lights blur, as if they're trying not to remember
Too clearly, there's a quiet ache in the way the night breathes.
not painful, just a way, like the sky knows I'm thinking of you.
If someday we cross paths again under a sky like this,
With silence this gentle, I hope we won't need words. Just a look, just a breath, just recognition. And if that never happens, then let this moment remain a soft ending, warm in its absence, like a light left on for someone who may never return. There's something quiet but undeniable between us, like a pulse beneath still water. I don't need to name it, I just feel it in the way my body notices yours before my thoughts do. Not everything real needs noise. Some things speak in the spaces between breath. If you come closer, I won't pull away. Not because I'm waiting, but because I already chose you. Somewhere between silence and recognition, you don't rush me, you don't overwhelm me, you just stay. And somehow
Forever is a word people use when they're afraid of change. But I can promise presence even in the quiet, even when life shifts, even when we don't have answers.
If you hold my hand, do it gently, not because I'm fragile, but because what we are deserves intention. So come closer, not hurried, not uncertain, but honest. And if this becomes love, let it grow slow, let it grow real, let it grow deep enough to choose each other again and again. Because the truth is simple, I don't want everything, I just want the connection that feels like home and hunger at the same time. Hey, can you hear me? Not loud, just close enough to feel it. Winter's quiet tonight and my heart feels soft, like snow collecting on windows. Nobody's watching, and somehow you're the sound in all this silence.
Come closer, slow, no rush.
You don't have to speak, just breathe right here. You'll feel like warmth I didn't know I needed, not fire, just a soft glow. I wanna stay near.
If you were here, I think I'd still whisper.
Even if no one else could hear, because some feelings are too tender for full volume. If you're unsure, it's okay. I've learned love doesn't grow when pushed, it grows when two hearts stay. So stay, just stay. Not because you must, but because this gentle thing feels right. And if winter remembers anything, let it remember you and me. Here, slowly falling. the moment. Let it breathe. Your name feels like soft light through fog. Not clear, but familiar enough to follow. And somehow my heartbeat knows where you are before my mind does. Maybe love isn't loud. Maybe it's this quiet gravity pulling two worlds slowly closer. Stay in this moment with me, where time slows, where breath feels like music and our thoughts move like feathers in the dark. You don't need to speak, your silence already touches mine.
If dreams have memory, then you're the part that returns no matter how many mornings pass. Not as longing, but as a soft echo. My heart knows how to answer. Come closer, not with steps, but with presence. I wanna feel you the way moonlight touches the ocean, without noise, without rush, just beautifully inevitable. So stay just a little longer, until the boundary between you and me feels less like distance and more like belonging. And if I wake, I hope the dream follows. The night feels heavier than silence, like the air remembers something. My body hasn't said aloud, your name sits behind my breath. Not spoken, just present. And every exhale feels like your fingers tracing the shape of a memory I don't wanna lose. Distance can erase someone the heart has memorized. If you were here tonight, I think I wouldn't talk much. I'd just sit close enough to feel the warmth of you. Touching, just near. Sometimes presence is louder than words. The city lights blur like watercolor in the dark, and suddenly you feel like a soft ache, not painful, just impossible to ignore. Your absence has a texture like cold sheets where warmth should be. Maybe love isn't a confession, maybe it's the quiet moment where two hearts stop pretending they don't feel the same pull. So if someday our paths meet again under another quiet sky, I hope we recognize each other, not by face but by the way gently, the way night holds the moon without asking it to stay, but hoping it does. Is falling slow tonight, covering the quiet streets in white. Every step feels softer now, like the world is breathing out, and I don't know why, but winter always feels like memory. Maybe it's the cold air, the way the lights keep glowing, but I miss someone I can't name anymore. Winter makes the heart softer and the silence feels warmer than it should. And I wonder, are you thinking of someone too? It's frozen sky, breath turns into silver sighs. Every window glows with life, but mine feels quiet tonight. If love ever had a sound, maybe it would be the soft crunch of snow under tired footsteps, finding their way home. Maybe winter isn't lonely, maybe it's just honest. It tells the truth that summer hides. So I walk this cold road slowly, with hope tucked somewhere deep, that someday someone will walk beside me in the snow. Some nights your memory walks through my mind like a soft snowfall, quiet, unexpected, but never unwelcome. I don't ache the way I used to, but I still pause when a song or a season reminds me of you. I guess some people stay with us even after the story ends. Sometimes I imagine a version of us that worked, where timing was kinder and fear was smaller, but I don't carry regret.
doesn't disappear. It simply changes shape. It becomes gratitude, less heavy than longing, lighter than sadness. And now when I think of you, I smile first before I miss you. Maybe one day on a winter afternoon, I'll meet someone who feels as familiar as you once did, but right for the version of me I've grown into. And if our paths never cross again, I'll still be thankful your story touched mine, because loving you taught me something gentle. My heart knows how to heal and how to open again. So I'll keep walking with memories behind me and hope ahead. And the thought of you, it no longer hurts. It just reminds me that love was possible and still is. Streetlights glow like softened gold, and the snow falls in slow motion, each flake landing as if the world is holding its breath. Footsteps echo down an empty road, two lines in the snow almost parallel, slowly moving closer. A half-finished cup of tea sits on the table, steam fading, but still warm enough to remind someone that not everything disappears quickly. The window fogs where breath meets cold glass, a heart traced in the mist, then erased with one gentle swipe. A hand reaches for a coat, hesitates, then lets go, as if choosing to stay is louder than leaving. In the silence, there's a pulse, steady human trying not to leap but unable to stay still. Two people stand close, not touching, but close enough to feel the warmth through winter layers. A soft inhale, a slow exhale, the kind that says this matters. No confession, no promise, just two silhouettes under falling snow, standing still, as if the world finally aligned long enough for them to feel something real. Fade to to silence.
Thank you, quite always trusting me with your heart. Not everyone speaks honesty with that kind of softness. There's long enough to learn that love isn't always fireworks. Sometimes it's quiet understanding, shared silence, and choosing each other. On ordinary days. So before I answer, let me say this: I'm not perfect and I don't expect you to be yet. But yes, I care about you too. Not in a hurried way, not in a fragile, fleeting way, but in the way that says I'll stay sure, even when it's not easy. If love is a choice, then I'm choosing you, not just today, but tomorrow and however long we walk this road. I won't promise we won't stumble or disagree or grow tired. It wouldn't be real, but I will promise patience, kindness, and the willingness to keep learning to love you better. If you need space, I'll get it. If you need closeness, I'll lead into. Not because love belies perfection, but because it deserves presence. So here it is, my answer, steady and clear. Yes, let's walk together slowly, honestly, as two people who aren't searching for a fairy tale, but for something new. And if winter is our beginning, let it be a warm one. Late afternoon sun shining in my living room. A lonely coffee mug on the spot where you used to sit, turning the channels by habit, stopping at a spot. An old movie poster we used to watch together. Time keeps flying by so heartlessly, and I'm the only one stuck in this frozen season. Like the sand of a small piece of paper with your voice on it. A longing I suddenly inhale again and again. I truly believe I had said goodbye by now. I passed by the mark and saw a familiar figure from behind. My heart sank and I stopped walking right there, even though I knew it was someone else. I stood for a long time, just watching that person. Time keeps flying by so heartlessly, and I'm the only one stuck in this frozen season. Like the sand of a small piece of paper with your voice on it. A longing I suddenly inhale again and again. I truly believe I had said goodbye by now. Today, at that same bus stop, the song we used to share with one earphone each, that warmth is still left on my fingertips. Ah, the smallest things hurt the most. Like the sand of a small piece of paper with your voice on it. A longing I suddenly inhale again and again. I truly believe I had said goodbye by now. Baby, goodbye. Baby, goodbye. Will I be okay? Baby, goodbye. Tomorrow. Snow falls soft and slow, covering every road. The world feels small tonight under silver moonlight. Footprints in the white, leading where the stars align. Something gentle, something new, pulls me closer next to you. And the winter air feels lighter when you whisper, stay a little longer. You and I in a winter fairy tale, where time stands still and love prevails. Soft hearts beating under snowy skies. like a secret we both share. If the world falls asleep, let's stay awake. If the night fades away, our magic remains. You and I in a winter fairy tale, where time stands still and love prevails. Soft hearts beating under snowy skies, magic glowing in your eyes. Hold my hand and don't let go. We'll write a story made of snow, and I'll love you soft and pale in this quiet winter fairy tale. This winter feels like forever. Soft nights, quiet sky, your heartbeat sounds like lullabies. Cold hands, warm soul, you make the winter feel like gold. And I don't know why, but I fall every time. Hold me gently, don't let go. Love me slowly, make it feel like home. Stay beside me, even if we don't speak. Your presence is everything I need. Frozen streets, silent air, but love feels louder when you're here. Nothing rushed, nothing forced, just two hearts moving back and forth. Closer, still closer, don't disappear, not yet. Hold me gently, don't let go. Love me slowly, make it feel like home. Stay beside me, even if we don't speak. Your presence is everything I need. Everything I need. to go right. But when I see you, the noise in my head finally quiets. I don't have big words for this, and maybe I don't need them. All I know is life feels softer with you in it. I never asked for perfect, just something real. And somehow you became that quiet certainty I didn't know I was looking for. Not a spark that burns fast, but a steady flame that stays through the night. Just stay as you are, that's enough for me. You don't rush me, you don't demand answers. You let things unfold at the pace they choose. And because of that, I find myself opening without even noticing. Maybe love isn't loud, maybe it feels like breathing, unnoticed until missing. Somehow you became that quiet certainty I didn't know I was looking for. Not a spark that burns fast, but a steady flame that stays through the night. Just stay as you are, and I'll meet you there. There are nights when your presence feels like a soft landing, quiet but enough to guide me through the darker rooms of myself. I don't know when you became the place my thoughts drift to when everything else feels loud. Maybe it was the way you stayed without forcing closeness, or the way your kindness didn't ask to be noticed. Whatever it was, it left a mark. Some loves arrive like storms, loud, fast, consuming, but you came like gentle rain, slow, patient, impossible to ignore. And now my heart feels like glass, fragile but finally reflecting light again. You make the hollow parts of me sound less like echoes and more like quiet rooms waiting to be lived in. I don't know where this leads, but I wanna walk it even if my hands shake. Sometimes I fear you'll see the shadows in me and decide I'm too much, too careful, too scarred, too tired from trying. But you don't look away, you meet my silence like it's a language you already know. And somehow that feels like forgiveness for things I haven't said aloud. If I step closer, don't rush. step back, don't leave. Some hearts unfold slowly, like pages stuck together from a life that felt heavier than it should have been. My heart may tremble, but it still reaches for yours, not for certainty, not for forever, just for this. The softness, the truth, the quiet connection that feels like healing disguised as love. Whatever this becomes, thank you for being the gentle place I didn't know I needed. I spent time with you today, and it felt quiet in a good way. Nothing big happened, but something inside me felt lighter. There was no rush, no need to fill the silence. Just being there felt comfortable. Maybe love doesn't need intensity. Maybe softness is enough. When I'm with you, I breathe a little easier. My thoughts soften, and the world feels less heavy. If this is love, I don't need certainty or labels. I just wanna stay close and let this grow at its own pace. I've noticed something. I don't feel the need to protect myself around you. You don't push, you don't rush, you simply stay. And somehow that feels rare and gentle and kind. I don't need promises, just honesty, just presence, just you being yourself and me being myself without fear. When I'm with you, I feel understood, even when I don't explain. If this is love, I don't need perfection, just this quiet warmth that keeps finding its way back. No matter how simple the moment is, this feels safe, and that feels enough. Your hands fit into mine like something meant by design. I never knew a touch could speak this much. But when you look at me, I forget how to breathe. And every moment tells me this feels right. So love me slowly, like I'm someone you won't forget. Hold me closely, like I'm the safest place you've met. Stay beside me, even when the world gets loud. Your love feels steady, like a truth I never doubt. We don't need fancy lines, just hearts learning to align. No rush, no fear, just I'm yours and you're here. Even silence feels sweet, like a song set on repeat. Nothing forced, nothing planned, just your heartbeat in my hands. And if this is love, don't let it fade. Keep me near even on the hardest days. So love me slowly, like I'm someone you won't forget. Hold me closely, like I'm the safest place you've been. Stay beside me, even when the world gets loud. Your love feels steady, like a truth I never doubt. You're the truth I never doubt. Cold air on my skin, but your warmth pulls me in. City lights blur slow, and everything feels like home. Soft echoes in the night, your fingers tracing mine. Time doesn't move when you look at me like that, and I fall quiet and slow, like snow nobody knows. Baby, don't let go. Hold me like you mean forever. Tell me I'm the one, even if it's just tonight. Baby, keep me close. Your heartbeat feels like heaven. I don't need the words. Your silence says you're mine. Breathing in your name feels like something holy. Your smile, your touch, it all feels like a memory. Eyes soft like candlelight, And I don't need the words you say. Silence says you're mine. Your silence, you're mine. Snowflakes on my window, soft lights in the cold night, coffee in my frozen hands, but my heart's feeling warm tonight. Street glow looks like heaven, footsteps fading slow. December feels a little softer when I'm here with you. And every memory feels like a quiet melody floating through the winter sky, like stars that never say goodbye. Oh, darling, hold me close, let the snowfall guide us home, laughing in the midnight air. Love is everywhere, the world is quiet, soft and still, but my heart is burning real, bittersweet and shining bright in this dreamy winter night. Your voice like vintage static, a soft and gentle tune, whispered words in slow motion, like dancing with the moon. I never knew that silence could ever feel this right, but here we are just breathing, and somehow everything's light. Stay here, don't run, we don't need tomorrow. Tonight is enough. Oh, darling, hold me close, let the snowfall guide us home, laughing in the midnight air. Love is everywhere, the world is quiet, soft and still, but my heart is burning real, bittersweet and shining bright in this dreamy winter night. In this dreamy winter night. Feel at home. Lately the nights feel longer than before. In this dark room, all my thoughts grow louder. Even when I try to forget your voice, it still echoes somewhere inside my heart. Sometimes I think I'm finally okay, laughing, talking, living like nothing happened. But suddenly, out of nowhere, the truth of you being gone shakes me again. I miss the way you said my name, soft and quiet, like rain disappearing. I'm still standing where you left me, breathing but everything feels heavy. Walking the same familiar circle until silence becomes the only answer. I'm still blue, sinking into this feeling. You're gone, but I keep falling back to you. I'm still here, trapped inside this room where your shadow sleeps beside me, and I still can't let you go. I don't remember when the emptiness began. The longer you're gone, the clearer you become. My heart keeps searching for your warmth, even while knowing I'll never have it again. I thought someday I'd finally get used to it, but the truth only grows sharper. Your traces never fade away, and the hardest part is knowing you won't return. I'm still blue, sinking into this feeling. You're gone, but I keep falling back to you. I'm still here, trapped inside this room where your shadow sleeps beside me, and I still can't let you go. I like the way you talk, soft and without hurry. I like the way you look at me, like you're still learning who I am. We don't need big words, we don't need everything figured out. Just being here with you feels enough. And maybe love is simple, maybe it's just this. Stay close, that's all. That's all I want. No promises, no perfect lines. Just you and the way I feel calm when you're next to me. That's love to me. We don't rush, we don't force anything. Some days we talk for hours, some days we say nothing. But I like that, I like how it's easy, how I can just breathe when I'm with you. No need to prove, just be here. Stay close, that's all I want. No promises, no perfect lines. Just you and the way I feel calm when you're next to me. that's love to me. I don't know when it happened, but I feel different around you. I don't try to be better, I just feel like myself. Today we talked about nothing, but somehow it felt important. I didn't want the moment to end, so I stayed longer than I planned. Maybe this is love, not loud, not dramatic, just steady. I like being next to you, even when we're quiet. I don't need the right words, I don't need certainty. I just know I feel okay when you're here. Sometimes I get scared because this feels real, but then you smile and the fear gets smaller. You don't promise anything, and honestly I'm glad. I don't want perfect, I just want real. If this lasts, good. If it doesn't, I'll still be grateful, because this feels honest. I like being next to you, even when we're quiet. I don't need the right words, I don't need certainty. I just know I feel okay when you're here. And that's enough for me. I like the way you look at me, like you're still figuring me out. It feels honest, and I don't mind waiting. I like how calm you are, like nothing needs to happen fast. You make space, and I feel seen. We're not rushing, we're just learning, and it feels right. Hold my hand, you don't have to say love yet, just stay. Lean on me, you don't have to be strong tonight, just be real. With you, everything feels lighter, and I want this days I overthink, and you notice before I say a word. You don't fix it, you just sit closer. Some days I struggle too, but you don't ask for explanations. You just listen, and it feels enough. If this becomes love, I'll take care of it. If this becomes love, I'll show up every day. No promises, just presence. Hold my hand, not because you have to, but because you want to. Stay tonight, not forever, just tonight. And maybe that's love, not perfect, just true, just us. I'm happy you're here. Me too. I like slow mornings with you. No rush, no plan, just sunlight on the floor, and your hand finding mine. We don't need big moments, even the small ones matter. Like laughing at nothing, or sharing the last bite, and it feels easy, easier than anything before. You make the world softer, you make the noise fade. When I'm with you, everything feels safe. Stay just like this, nothing more, nothing less. Your presence feels like warmth, and I don't want anything else. Sometimes we talk for hours, sometimes we just sit quietly. Both ways feel right, both ways feel close. There's no pressure to impress, no need to pretend. I can breathe, really breathe, knowing you're beside me. If this is love, steady. You make the world softer, you make the noise fade. When I'm with you, everything feels safe.
see the quiet light falling from the window light. Your shadow next to mine feels like something I can't hide. Slow breath in silent rooms, but your heartbeat pulls me through. Every moment feels brand new when I'm here with you. And I don't know why, but everything feels right, right, right. Stay with me tonight, hold me close, don't let me fade. Your eyes feel like home, and I don't wanna run away. Stay with me tonight, softens, don't say a word. Your love feels like snow falling gentle to the world. Your voice is soft and warm, like a memory born. I never felt this way before, but now I'm wanting more. Don't move, don't speak, just breathe with me. Stay with me tonight, hold me close, don't let me fade. Your eyes feel like home, and I don't wanna run away. Stay with me tonight, soft and slow, don't say a word. Your love feels like snow falling gentle to the world. You feel like home. You feel like home.
Sometimes I catch myself watching you, not for any reason, just because something about you feels calm. The way your voice softens when you're unsure, the way your eyes stay kind even when you're tired. Those details stay with me longer than the conversation does. I don't remember the moment things shifted, but somewhere between shared jokes and quiet pauses, you became someone I feel at ease with. It's subtle, but it settles deep. You make room for my thoughts without asking for explanations. With you, nothing feels forced, nothing feels heavy, and I'm not trying to protect myself, not the way I used to. There's a gentleness in you that makes my walls soften, not because you ask, but because it feels safe. We don't need to hurry, we don't need to define anything. Just stay close and let this grow naturally, quietly, softly. You don't rush my silence, you don't fill every gap with noise. You just stay steady, present, patient, and in a world where so many things feel temporary, your consistency feels rare. It feels like something I could trust. I don't need certainty, I don't need perfection, just honesty and presence, the kind that doesn't fade when things get quiet. If we keep showing up just like this, I think that's enough. There's a gentleness in you that makes my heart open in ways I didn't expect. We don't need answers, we don't need a destination. Let's just keep choosing this slow the small things, the way you tilt your head when you're thinking, the way your laughter lingers even after you stop smiling. I don't know when it happened, but somewhere between ordinary days you started to feel familiar in a way I can't quite describe. It's quiet, but it feels deep. You touch something tender in me, a part I thought had gone quiet. With you everything feels softer, like the world is finally gentle again. And I don't need to rush it, I don't need to name it, I just wanna be near you and let this feeling unfold. There's a warmth in the way you pay attention without trying. You hold space instead of filling it, and somehow, without asking, you make me feel wanted. In the simplest way, I'm not looking for promises, I'm not expecting perfection. Just keep showing up the way you do, genuine, steady and kind. That's more than enough for my heart to stay. You touch something tender in me, a part I thought had gone quiet. With you everything feels softer, like I'm finally allowed to feel safe. We don't have to define this, we don't have to know the ending. Let's just keep choosing each other, one quiet moment at a time. Whatever this is, it feels real and it feels beautiful. Moonlight on your skin, soft glow pulling me in. I feel the world slow down when you're around. Your hands gentle and warm, a quiet place in the storm. I never knew love could feel this calm. And maybe we're fragile, but maybe that's beautiful. So stay a little longer, hold me like you never wanna let me go. Your love feels like forever, even if we only have tonight. So stay a little longer, don't rush the moment, let it unfold. Your eyes tell me everything without a single word. Soft breath on my neck, feels like a promise unspoken. Every heartbeat a line, like fate already chosen. The night outside is cold, but here feels like